My writing partner at the time was Rick Green, and he and I created the show together, and then we got a deal to do the pilot. Okay, so now we had to start putting things together, and we didn't have much of a budget. So we had just moved personally, and I bought a repoed van off my brother, who had a rent-a-wreck business. And so I'm the new neighbor in the neighborhood, and I am painting a repoed van to look like a possum, and wondering why none of the neighbors are coming over to say hello. So.
This week on Handyman Corner, we're going to take you outside and show you how to upgrade your vehicle. You know, they just don't make vans like this anymore, and if any of you viewers have one, well, you know why. Now, I know that, you know, you can fix her up by doing some body work or maybe finally getting around to that ring and valve job or anything, but I think it's a lot more fun and something you can talk about at parties to install your own air conditioner. Now, I got the idea to put in air conditioning when I found this air conditioner. It was just sitting on the sidewalk in front of a house, and whether it was out there to go in the garbage or maybe the people were moving and just hadn't put it in the truck yet, I don't really know. But the deal is there that with an air conditioner now, she runs 120 volts and the van runs 12 volts. So what you need is a step-up transformer, which any idiot can make, and I'll prove it. To make the transformer, you need one of these wheel rims. We have a lot of these up at the lodge because the mice just eat the rubber right off the tires. And you know, then when the droppings, they'll bounce from here to Hollywood, you know. So what you need to do is, you got to go 12 volts, 120 volts. So that's the ratio on the transformer. So you divide 12 by 20, and that's 120 divided by 12. Carry the 4. 10. Okay, so now you got to wrap your wire around on that ratio of 10. So you'd put 30, say 30 coils on one side, and then 10 times 30 times. 418. All right. That only took a few hours, and now we can hook her up to our power supply. We got the transformer. We just go around the front here and just hoist this up and run these battery cables, hook them onto the battery. Now just run the cable, and we'll keep them apart, and run the cables around here. And, you know, this is just temporary unless it works. And if you wanted to make a real fancy installation, I suppose you could, you know, go in through the windows and through the walls and so on, but that would involve a lot of hammering. Okay, so now what we do is we hook her up to the transformer. This is going on the small side here. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, we'll hook that up there, and we'll... Oh, perfect. Okay, now we need to hook the other side up to the air conditioner. There's the other wire here now. Here we go. Yeah, this is the step-up transformer aspect of it. Now, a lot of you safety nuts would probably want to tape these. There we go. Okay, now we should be up to 120 volts. Just a matter now of just hoisting the air conditioner up into the... Just hoisting her up. Just hoist her up. There we go. All right. These are a heavy unit, aren't they? My golly. Oh. All right, that's just got to get up into the window there now. And just wait for all my body parts to go back into their normal shape. And up onto this. I should have parked on a hill. All right, there. Now, this is not something you're going to be taking in and out, you know, on a regular basis. All right, now just, I didn't think I'd have to wear the equipment today, but get the air conditioner into the window. Oh! All right, a little farther. Now, this takes a little touch here, now, just find the point just where it balances. Oh. All right, well, ignore that part, but other than that, heck of an idea. Okay, so you get the idea. Until next time, the women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy. It goes in cycles. One thing ends, another begins. I'm going through one of those right now. This here is my new Possum Van. I'm excited about that. But it also means the end of my old Possum Van, which makes me kind of sad. But you know, with every older vehicle, there comes a time when you know it's over. I won't bore you with the details. Let's just say that this time she's not playing possum. But you know, after everything we've been through together, can't just throw her out like one of Donald Trump's girlfriends. So as a last gesture of friendship and service, I'm gonna turn my old Possum Van into an airboat. Like one of those they have in Florida that kind of whip through the Everglades. They don't actually go in the water, they kind of gloss over it. And glossing over things has always been my preferred lifestyle. Now, ordinarily, having your vehicle flipped upside down can be a setback, but not in this case. All you do is trace the shape of an airboat on the outside of your van, and then cut away the part you don't need. Oh, no, wait. On an airboat, the motor is at the back. Snag there. I had to turn the engine upside down so that it was right side up, because when it was right side up, it was upside down. Of course, I had to find a way to get the engine to fit onto the motor mounts from the other side, but luckily I have a universal adapter for that. When I get rid of the rad altogether, I'll just extend these hoses. We can suck water right out of the lake. Okay, now the reason I had to get the rad out of there, I want to make room for a bigger fan blade, and I know just the thing. Oh, I could have sworn I saw one of something. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Now, for a little final touch on her there, I've recycled my van doors as rudders. Got them hooked up to the steering wheel. Now, I know on the real airboats, they put a cage around the fan blade, but I figured as long as you never go back there, you should be fine. So remember, women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy. By golly, I'm looking face to face with the opportunity of a lifetime here this week. Buster Hatfield, about 3 months ago, bought himself a brand new 12-passenger van. And of course, it got repoed. But Buster has taken them to court on that one. He says that as far as he's concerned, the ad was very clear. It said, no money down, no interest, no payments, ever. Okay? And the judge says, yeah, there is a plan like that, but it's called Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, Uncle Red, that is like a really awesome van, too. You know, if we had a van like that, you know, I could drive all the cheerleaders to every football game, you know. And who knows, maybe one day one of them might acknowledge my existence. You know, like in a positive way.
Well, you know, Harold, I think I could get ourselves a real good deal on that unit. All I have to do is take over the payments.
Yeah, but Uncle Red, what if there's more owing on the van than it's worth?
Oh, come on now, Harold. You think a bank is going to lend somebody more money than they can pay back?
Yes. They do it all the time, but it's, you know, for rich people and governments.
Right. But this is Buster, okay? Now, the whole thing comes down to the art of negotiation, which happens to be my specialty, Harold.
Oh, really? Oh. And how much did you pay for the Possum Van?
Nothing, Harold. That was a gift from my parents for graduating from public school. That way I wouldn't have to borrow my dad's car to drive to junior high.
Bit of a slow learner there, were we?
Well, it was a different world then, Harold. You know, we had the chores and the harvest, and of course, billiards. Of course, all of us were in the same boat at that time, you know. The youngest guy in my high school class was always the teacher.
You're truly amazing, Uncle Red. I mean, there you stand in this age of information with virtually no education. No insight, no special abilities, certainly no people skills. Basically an IQ about, you know, room temperature. And there you stand, sir, and I say this to you, you are a tribute to the television standard.
Well, thank you, Harold.
You're welcome.
I don't know what it is about a middle-aged guy and the sound of running water. If I was deaf, I would have had this done an hour ago.
Uncle Red, here's the board that you wanted.
Oh, no, it's not a board, Harold. That's my model boat ramp. See, I'm doing what you said, Harold. I built the whole thing in miniature, see? Because arguing is just a waste of time and energy.
Now that sounds like a mature man.
No, it sounds like a married man, Harold. Now, you see this tub here? That represents Possum Lake.
Well, that can't be. This is water.
No, and you see all this scrap here? This represents the various boats and towing vehicles that have come to an untimely demise during the launching process.
Now, is this to scale?
It's a little low, but I ran out of broken toys.
Okay.
And now, of course, what we have here is we got the tow vehicle, and we got the boat that we're actually trying to launch.
Oh, look out!
Yeah.
That is so cute!
Yeah. All right. I'll be sure to tell Ken and Barbie that you liked it. Now we just put our boat ramp into place just like that, see?
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you get onto it?
Oh, well, no, okay, so you drag her back to past the halfway point, see, and then she slips down this way, see? Then you take your unit, and as you do, it's as simple as this. You back her up, and then once you get past the halfway point, see, she goes, We had kind of just a flash flood. We knew the water was going to come up at Possum Lake because Moose Thompson had done a cannonball up near Port Asbestos. And it was coming up over and we knew we had to do something and do it quick. And we had this boat out the back, and she wasn't in the best shape. And we just thought if we could get her out of the way, we'd just move her up because she doesn't float real good. And unfortunately, it's pretty heavy and kind of rotted into the ground. So we thought, you know, rather than try and move the boat, what we would do is we'd like build a kind of a dike, a wall around it. Just needed a couple of shovels and. Okay, this is the downside of never cleaning out your van, but I'm not saying you have to clean out your van. I'm just saying that if you're not going to clean out your van and you're trying to get a shovel out of her, you got to be pretty creative. So now the idea is we're going to dig up some sand and we're going to make some sandbags. So I'm telling Dalton and Walter to go and get us some bags, any kind of bags you can get, so Dalton sees a garbage can there and figures we'll just use those garbage bags. So we got a fair bunch of sand there, and then Walter shows up, and I was impressed that he had emptied the garbage bags first. I was asking, where did you empty them exactly? And then I definitely got to clean out that van one day soon. So we started making the sandbags, and they did kind of like a bucket brigade unit with it there. So, I mean, they are heavy, and you just move from one guy down to the next and so on. And the water was starting to come up, but we're getting there, and he starts the wall, and watch out for the shovel there, Dalton. Oh, no. Oh, boy, okay. No, we're good. So I just got that out of there, and I didn't realize it had actually cut the bag, and this one wasn't quite as heavy as the other one. I don't know quite what you're going to do with that, Dalton. Anyway, time went by, and we eventually got all the bags made up. And Dalton's wondering how high the water is at this point, because she was coming up pretty good. So Walter, get a boost up there, reach over the side and see how high the water is, and you can actually feel it. Oh, the water's pretty close. Oh, my gosh, look out. Oh, it's your wake-up call. And put that back where it belongs. There we go. And we got the whole, look at the water, it's right up there. Suddenly I remember the Possum Van. Oh my gosh, it's caught up. So Walter says he'll go get it. He's going to put the life ring on, and he's going to use the rope from the boat to anchor himself so he can control the flood and so on. Because we're pretty much at the height over there, and he was just starting to come down a little bit. But what he didn't realize is there's a fair bit of current going there, and it was starting to pull on him real hard. And they actually ended up pulling the boat up and over the wall of the dike, and And by then, of course, the water had run away, and okay, there's Walter, and okay, everything's good. And it looks to me like, well, look at this. I did get the Possum Van clean.
Dear experts, I'm hoping you can answer a question which has been tearing my family apart and destroying my marriage. The question is this: what was the best car ever built?
That is a tough one, you know. That really is, I think, one of the core questions of our time. That strikes deep into the human psyche. I don't know. That's tough.
Which was the best car?
Oh, yeah, Harold. A person's choice of car is a window to their soul. Now, I have the Possum Van.
I got my monster truck. Yeah.
And you got your rollerblades.
Oh, yeah. You know, I think it was Jean-Paul Sartre who really kind of best exemplified the existentialist view, you know. Now, of course, he had one of them Renault kit cars, you know, the ones that you build yourself, you know, kind of an attempt to know the unknowable, you know, and come with these instructions that had kind of a tautological logic loop, so, you know, he never did finish the rear suspension on that baby. But, you know, he did come to the conclusion that essence precedes existence. Therefore, you know, I mean, best is really what you'd have to say is a subjective measurement based on the observer's frame of reference.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, so?
So, the best vehicle for Red here would be the Possum Van. For me, it would be the monster truck, and for you, it'd be them water wings.
Rollerblades. But it's, you know, all you said kind of makes you wonder, you know, something like, what would Plato drive?
A Buick LeSabre.
You know, it's funny how you get feeling sorry for yourself sometimes, then you see somebody else who's really taking it in the ear, makes you feel so much better, huh? Like I was thinking, you know, we pay a lot for gas in Canada, and then today, I'm looking in the Daily Movement, and I see an article there that says that Americans are paying like $3 a gallon for gas. Wow, that's a shame.
Uncle Red, can I borrow the Possum Van? Please.
Well. Suddenly riding around the Possum Van isn't such a bad way to get around, eh, Harold?
Oh, no, it's still bad, but I'm not in a hurry, so.
Harold, I was just telling everybody, Americans are paying $3 a gallon for gas.
Boy, that'd be great, huh?
Harold, you don't understand. We only pay like $1 a liter, you know.
Yeah, and how many liters are in a gallon?
Well, who cares?
Oh, you will in a minute. There's 4.5 liters in a gallon, so we're paying around $4.50.
Harold, you don't understand. It doesn't matter what it costs in gallons if we're buying it in liters.
Okay. All right, how much does it cost to fill the Possum Van?
I don't know. I never put more than $20 worth in.
Okay, well, what does that make the gas gauge needle do?
Quiver a little.
Okay, but there was a time that same amount of money would make the gas gauge needle go to full. But yet today, that same $20 gives you a mere 5 gallons. That's the problem.
You know, Harold, even if that's right, it's not right. I'm gonna see about this. I'm gonna look into this, Harold. I'm gonna do something about it.
Okay, yes, you should.
Yes.
And while you're fighting the petroleum industry, can I borrow the Possum Van?
Not at these prices.